Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance, the reader. And today we're doing the manga haul of October. October is not technically over yet. It is the 21st. There are still some things that I really want before the month is over. I think Kowloon drops. There's Yotsuya Ghost, Monster and Ghost, I think. There's a few extras coming out before the month is over, but I have so many stacks right now that it really doesn't make sense to wait since I'm going to be buying stuff at the beginning of November because there's a bunch of stuff that drops on the 4th of November. So I will show up with more stuff anyway. So we might as well just go ahead and get these giant stacks discussed. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and then I have a bag full of used manga. And I know that I said, that I would be better. I can't say that I actually was. I don't want to call myself a liar though. I don't think I'm a liar, but I definitely said yes to myself a little bit too much. But I think I referenced that in one of my reading vlogs where I'm like, yeah, I know I said that I was going to do better, and I didn't. So here we are. So without further ado, let's get into this big ass manga haul of October. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got a big mix. We've got a ton of new releases. I've got some used. I've got some other stuff that I just picked up because why not? Why not spend the money that I know that I'm not supposed to be spending? But here we are. So let's start with this stuff first. So I'm pretty sure I got these from... Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I got these during the Barnes & Noble buy one, get one half off sale. I got volumes 3, 5, and 6 because I already owned 4 and I got it used of Failed Princesses. I read volumes 1 and 2, I think a month or so ago. I can't remember if I read it at the end of August or the beginning of September, but I really liked it and I wanted to keep going with it. So when I had the buy one, get one half off, I figured, okay, let's get into these because I did enjoy this series. From there though, I don't remember what else I got. I don't remember what else I got during that sale. I have no idea. And one thing I have to return because I already owned it. No, I can't stand myself, y'all. These I just got yesterday from Books A Million. I know, I'm sorry. I got Boyfriend, Sometimes Girlfriend, Volume 1. Haruka Akizuki, a 17-year-old high school student, has finally found a girlfriend, and Chihaya Shishizaki is truly the most beautiful girl at school too. Just the thought of spending time with her practically has him punching his cheeks. After all, she actually likes him back. The closer they get, the more his heart flutters. There's just one slight problem. Chihaya has a secret, and it isn't just the secret of stealing his heart. With just one kiss, Haruka is no longer Chihaya's boyfriend, but her brand new girlfriend? What? So... yeah, I don't know. I liked the cover and that's why I got it. I hadn't seen anybody talk about it yet, but it looked really cute. I also got Exquisite Blood, Volume 1. Another one where I have a feeling I saw this at the beginning of this month. I could be wrong, but this was a cover buy. It just looked really interesting. So we got into it. This, I didn't even know the 3rd volume came out, so I was really excited to see this. I know that the last time I talked about reading Volume 2, I said, okay, I'm just going to read this online because it's on the manga reading app, which I always forget what the name of it is. But now that we draw Volume 3, technically this series is complete. It is online to read. And I know that I literally have the app up on my iPad to read. I just never end up doing it. I'm okay. Now I have the 3rd volume. Don't know how many volumes this is, but I'm going to love it nonetheless. I just think it's really cute. It definitely was a comfort for me during my waiting period of certain volumes of My Dress Up Darling because this definitely scratched the itch that My Dress Up Darling gave to me. I love it so much. Now, it is a little bit different because I definitely think that our main male character in My Dress Up Darling is so much more likable than the main male character in this, but a lot of the time I'm not really reading for the man. I'm reading for the girl. And Nina and Marin are two of my favorite gals. I just think that they're so sweet, they're so cool, they're so interesting, and get into this. It's really cute. Didn't even take the plastic off, y'all. I will be reading this after we're done, and that is The Feisty Omega and His Twin Mates, Volume 2. I feel like I've been waiting a year for this. I know it hasn't been that long. I'm pretty sure that there will also be a 3rd volume, but I loved it. I loved it because this is the one where there's a chance that one of the twins, I don't remember the twins' names, but one of the twins is probably not a fated mate to the Omega. So we may see a new couple develop. I like the sound of that. You know, I like that. Even though I enjoyed the sandwich that was made in it, it's okay to create another little twosome, if you will. And who knows, maybe all four of them get together. Or at least the two Omegas get to be in the sandwich. I like the sound of that. And who knows, he might not even be with Omega. He might even end up with like somebody else. Who knows? But I'm excited. Didn't even know this got a physical print. And yes, I had to buy it as soon as I saw it. And that is The Broken Ring, This Marriage Will Fail Anyway, Volume 1. I have not finished this. And it's still ongoing. I kind of stalled with this one, not because I didn't like it, but just because I just lost steam with it. I end up choosing to read something different all the time. But this was really good. You want to talk about a man yearning for a woman? You'll know I love that. Get into this one. Oh, it's so good because it's basically about, actually, I'll just read the back because y'all know how I am. Only those who have died know how long a lifetime is. Inés Velez-Teña's first life ended at the age of 26. Inés Velez-Teña, daughter of the powerful noble family, and Carcel Escalante, cousin to the crown prince, have been engaged since they were 6 years old. Their long-delayed marriage has been the talk of high society for years, and although her fiancé is the empire's most notorious playboy, Inés seems inexplicably content to keep the arrangement. In fact, she encourages him to do whatever he pleases, even after their wedding, as long as they maintain order among the nobility. What the gossips and Carcel don't know is that Inés has plans for her marriage of obligation, and they have nothing to do with love. But when Carcel suddenly declares he is ready to reform his rakish ways, marry immediately, and prove to Inés that he is worthy of her true affection, she must keep her wits about her or risk losing everything she spent lifetimes of heartache and desperation to obtain. So this first volume is the first 14 episodes of the webcomic. This is also a web novel, which I also want to read. I don't know if the novel's done and the manhwa's ongoing or if they're both ongoing. I need to look into that, but I think I've read the first 30 episodes of this and it was really good. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm definitely not even at the part where things I know are going to kick off even further. So I'm looking forward to that. Then this was just a cover by because it looked really cute. And it was Machina-san's A Love Bot. I mean, she's cute. She's a little robot gal. She's programmed for love, but he's got a lot to learn. I won't keep reading the backs for y'all. No, I'll switch it up a bit. But this looked really cute. I figured, why not? And yeah, it's the first one. It's the first volume, so we'll see. Maybe this is also like now that we draw, maybe that it's completed on one of these apps that I am either subscribed to or am able to read things for free like Webtoon. But we shall see. We shall see because it looks very, very cute in my opinion. Next, I got Smell. A little BL with, you know, animals. Cute. Why not? And lastly, from what I bought yesterday, I got one, and I will be getting the other one where it has both of them on there, of the 25th anniversary edition Nana. The other one that has both of them on the cover comes out on, well, really today at Books A Million. I was wondering, like, shouldn't I? I just went ahead and got it. I know the reason why I'm going to get the second one too, even though obviously I don't need it. I have now, would then have 3 volumes of the first basically, but this was a story that was one of my friend Hallie's favorite. You know, she was actually the one who let me borrow her collection of Nana so I could read it, so she totally devastated me. You know, Nana is one of those series where you absolutely hate some character so much, but it's still, and you can absolutely hate the fucking ending. It is not even done, mind you. Like, there's still more to be shown. It just kind of, I guess, went on hiatus, if you want to put it that way. But you still suggest it to people because, like, it's so messy. And if you like a little bit of mess, you're going to like Nana. So it's kind of bittersweet to get multiple volumes of this because I know that technically I would, as soon as I saw this, I would have already bought it for her, right? Or she would have gone to New York Comic Con and gotten the one that has both of them on there herself. Like, so I know that it does not help my issue with buying multiple things that I don't necessarily need. I only need to read one. I give myself a pass because I know that Hallie really liked this series and it makes me happy too. So yeah. All right, just to get these used ones out of the way, I got volume 2 of Seaside Stranger, and I have had the first volume for a long time. Yes, all right, I can see right there. So I had the first volume a long time, decided that I was going to get into this because it was used. And then I also got Beauty and the Beast Girl, volume 1. I figured it might be nice to look into it, try her out, see what she's all about. All right, another fat stack to go through. I got I Cannot Reach You, volume 2. I got volume 3 last time, and then I got the title wrong. So I thought I was getting the third volume in a series that I just bought the first 2, and I was wrong. They're not the same thing. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I have this. I'm gonna get everything together. That was annoying, but shit happens. I got volume 6 of Megumi and Tsugumi. I haven't read this series, but someone was literally talking about it. I think it was Kuzukai was talking about how they had been reading it. They read it online first, and I think when it first came out, it was like quite a long time between volumes. So then they ended up reading it online instead of buying it physically. So that's why they are unhauling some of their physical stuff, because they've already read it and then like not to complete it. So I apologize if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure because I just watched their unhaul situation. But I got volume 6. I hope to be reading this series one day, y'all, even though the TBR keeps getting longer and I keep buying. I will eventually read everything. I will. One day I'll stop. One day I'll give myself a break and really just read everything. Trust me. I also got Star and Hedgehog. I got the second omnibus for That Wolf Boy Is Mine. I think I talked about the first omnibus the last haul. So, yay, exciting. I got her. Now this one, I should have known that this was going to happen. And there's obviously a possibility that it happens again when I get the next Hansama box, but I had purchased Kaiju Kamui and then I got this in my Hansama box. It's okay. Since we're going to NekoCon, they have a local like manga library little setup thing that they do where you can go there and you can buy manga if you want, but you can also do trades. So I'm just going to try to trade this with someone and see if I can get something different. If not, then I will put it in the unhaul bag that hasn't left my house since I did the first unhaul video. I know, I'm sorry. I'm probably just going to have to do another unhaul video with the top layer shit I put on there. I can't stand myself, but hopefully I can trade this. That would be really nice. And honestly, I just read this for my last reading vlog for Halloween and it was good. I think it's a good little kaiju monster situation. Now the next 2 volumes I got in the Hansama box, I got Wakaba Won't Give Up. This looked cute. And I was really excited to see Rock is a Lady's Modesty volume 1. So I saw somebody talk about this on TikTok, the anime, and we already have High Dive. I got on High Dive, watched the first few episodes. I like this so much. So I was really excited to get the first volume because I was already putting it in my wish list for something that I would eventually buy. So I'm glad that I got it in that Hansama box because honestly, it's really good. I would definitely recommend it. And then I got some fat complete collection omnibuses. So the first one I got is Sensei's Mail Order Food, the complete BL manga collection. This looks really cute. I don't know if this is like a age gap, older bottom, younger top. That would be fucking awesome. Let's read the back because I didn't even read the back. I just got it because. A boy's love story about finding common ground over delicious food, the manga that inspired the live-action drama. When erotic novelist Inomura Haruka and the shoujo artist Nakata Miruku are brought together by their publisher to collaborate on a new manga, it seems like a perfect match until the two meet in person and realize just how different they are. Haruka is a bit of a sadist with a cool guy personality and immediately clashes with Miruku, who's something of a masochist and doesn't match his bright shoujo style at all. There's one thing the two have in common, however, their love of gourmet food, especially the mail order variety. Can their passion for amazing food bridge the gap between them? Or could food be the catalyst that causes their passion to boil over? Includes reviews of real gourmet food items from Japan. So this looks really cute. I didn't even flip through this. Oh, wow. And it has some, well, this is interesting. So it also has some like regular novel style dialogue. So that's really interesting. Yeah, I didn't skim through this when I first bought it. I don't think that this was wrapped in plastic either, but I'm pretty sure that I got this during the buy one get one half off, I think. If not, then I just paid full price for it. It is what it is. But then I got 2 Yuri collections. I got Special Hazardous Waste Disposal, SHWD. I've seen this so many times. I've also seen the singles for this, and I thought, you know what? I might as well get this because, oh, why not? Why not? I don't have enough, in my opinion, Yuri. I could have more. I've got like one little shelf down there that I love, but she doesn't have that much on her. She really doesn't. Now, I've read quite a bit on the shelf, and I've liked pretty much every single thing I've read. I think the only thing that I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan of is just like, it's okay. It's the anthology syrup, just because anthologies are kind of hit or miss. You know, you might have a story that you're not really into, but I'm excited for her. Then we got Tough Love at the Office, the complete Yuri collection. Yeah. You see that? I like this. Again, another one I did not flip through, so I don't know what it's totally giving in here. If we're gonna get some real freaky stuff, I would really like to see that. I really would. That's the only thing that sometimes I feel is missing from some of the Yuri that I get. I want to read more explicit Yuri. A lot of the Yuri I have it's more on the wholesome side, or like if they sleep with each other, it's not, I'm not looking for anything as crazy as some BLs that I read, right? But I would like something a little bit more than I often get. So if you have suggestions about that, let me know down in the comments. Yeah, I would really, really like that. But excited for these omnibuses. Yeah, getting it all out of the way in one, if you will. All right, so second stack. Pretty much everything here, I think, is a new release. Except for one thing. I got The Love We Share. I got Tokyo Aliens Volume 9. I'm really excited about this. Tokyo Aliens is probably going to be something I have to reread because it's been quite a big gap between some of the volumes, in my opinion, and I read the first volume when it first came out. When I first saw it released, I got into it and I really, really liked it, and I would definitely suggest Tokyo Aliens. It's really good, but I may have to reread from the beginning, but I think that might be towards the end of the year if I do a reread. And then I got Love in the Palm of His Hand, Volume 2. I can't remember if there's going to be a third volume of this, but I believe I did read the first volume. I'll have to double check. If not, if so, we'll probably have to read it again because I don't remember everything that happened. I also got Common Sense Monster. This is a Yuri, I believe. I got Otaku Vampires Love Bite Volume 5. I'm really excited about this one. I wasn't totally happy with the 4th volume. It wasn't my favorite because I felt like basically the main male protagonist in this, I sometimes like him, I sometimes don't. He really gets me frustrated sometimes. So, yeah, we'll see. This technically is new. It was just like clearance at Second and Charles, and that is Volume 4, right? Volume 4? I don't know Roman numerals. The Case Files of Jeweler Richard. I got the first 3 used not too long ago from Second and Charles, so I figured, you know what, why not? Slowly collect her. I also got Grand Familia Volume 1. This was one that I was on the fence about buying just because I had so much stuff I wanted to read during October, but then I went to Books A Million and I was like, I might as well just get it. So she has been purchased, as you can see. Then I got I Wanna Love You, Kiss You, Bite You. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. So excited about this one because I didn't realize that it was out, and that is Girl Crush Volume 3. I got denied by Viz Media on NetGalley, girl. I was devastated when I saw this on there. And I was like, okay, I get denied by Viz constantly. I mean, it is what it is. I understand what they're looking for. I just figure I'm just going to keep requesting, and you never know. Maybe they'll change their mind. But I didn't even think about Volume 3 after I read Volume 2. I was like, I know that it's coming, but when? I probably have to wait years, forever even. And then I saw on NetGalley. I said, oh, I'm requesting it. Got denied. I know I would. But then I saw her. Didn't even realize when it released, but so exciting. I'm really excited to learn more about this character too. I like the first 2 characters that we've met, but she is really interesting to me. I cannot wait to see more about her. Obviously had to get into Firefly Wedding Volume 4. Still really enjoyed the series. And then I got Sleeping on Paper Boats Volume 1. Had to get this one, y'all. Ask and You Will Receive Volume 3. I'm excited. I am. I personally like him the most. I don't really like the other character that much. Shinobu is my favorite, but I'm excited to read it nonetheless, even though the other guy is not necessarily my favorite. It's okay. I also got Our Dining Table, Seconds Please, Volume 1. I still need to read the first one. There you go. I got Volume 2 of BL Game Rebirth, My New Life as a Hero's Younger Brother. I literally just read the first volume. This is so good. This is also based off of a novel that I do want to read because it just seems like it's going to be so funny. Basically, a Fujoshi has been reincarnated into a BL game that she's played before. She's done all the love interests, and she basically is reborn into the time when the main character has chosen who he's going to choose. So now, as the younger brother, he's kind of dealing with, or she, and I don't know how you would refer to them, because technically she's reborn, I don't really know how to refer to her, but I'll just say her. I'll just say she. So she's reincarnated into the BL game as a younger brother. She knows everybody. She knows all these things. So she's like, I'm going to deal with the fallout out of love and appreciation for BL, of course. So what ends up happening, though, is now she's about to become the love interest. And I'm hoping it's not just the guys who liked the older brother, but also new ones that like her. So that's exciting. And I would definitely love that as a scenario for myself, if you ask me. Not permanently, but like, I would like to dip in and out of that scenario. I really would. That would be nice for me. Of course, I had to get volume 14 of The Apothecary Diaries. Hello, y'all know I love me some Mau Mau. Got to get the newest one. And then really excited about this one because I was going to read this online. I'd heard about it, I think earlier this year, and was so excited that this got a physical release, and that is Phantom Busters Volume 1. I don't think I've read every single chapter when I was reading the first few online, although now that I'm looking at it, I may have technically read most of what could have been considered Volume 1. I think the chapters that I had read were like the first, maybe the first 3. Let's see. Yeah, I think I read Let's Start a Club, Let's See a Movie, but I didn't get to Let's Go on a Date and Let's Tour Kamakura. But this is really cool. I'll read the back for you guys. Straight-A student Eugene Korakishi doesn't believe in ghosts, but his classmate Mogari Shishikuno is an exorcist who swallows them whole. Mogari can't see ghosts on his own, but once he and Eugene meet someone with the sight, there's only one path left: form an exorcist club at school and embark on a high school life that's anything but normal. In their search for a 4th member for the club, Mogari, Eugene, and the new recruit, Kanzaki, set their sights on Kotaru Tamon, a classmate who seems to be able to talk to ghosts. Unfortunately, Kotaro's got some major problems communicating with living humans. Will Kotaro be able to overcome his anxiety and join the Phantom Busters? This looks really good. I definitely think that I will enjoy reading that. Now, we've got some more. We've got a lot of new releases mixed in here, but some that are not new releases. Some that I just happened to get because I thought they looked cool. I got Countdown to Yes. Did it again. Does it get to me? I don't know, it's just like the color, it looks so pretty. This got suggested to me on Amazon, and I said, well, there you have it. I will be buying it then. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to say. The final volume. I'm so excited for this. This is another one where I'm considering, should I reread it from the beginning? Tsugumi Project, Volume 7. Okay, this has been a wild ride. I definitely recommend Tsugumi Project. I think it is really interesting. I think the story has gotten really, really interesting since the very first volume. I understand why some people dropped it because there was quite a few people who had recommended it that ended up dropping it pretty early on, but I have stuck through with it and I really like it. And I think if you've dropped it, maybe give it another try because it's only 7 volumes. That's not that long when you really think about it in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I just bought 30 plus things of Magi. When the hell am I going to have time to read all that? I have no idea. But 7 volumes? You could commit to that. I think you can. It's really good. I recommend it. I can't deny it. I also got I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day, Volume 5. Yes, I need to reread Volume 1 and get back into the series. I have constantly talked about how much I really like the first volume. I got a proof for it on NetGalley. I think it is so good. It's going to be getting an anime. The trailer for that is so good looking. And I recommend it constantly. And I also need to read it myself. So I will be rereading Volume 1 to finally get to Volume 5. And eventually, I'm not sure when the anime releases. I'll put the date somewhere. I'm definitely going to say, watch it, y'all. I promise you, you'll be happy. Yeah, I got this shit. I know I read this online, but I don't care. To me, if I like it, I'm going to buy, well, No, I did like it. I did like, even though it pissed me off. I got Loverboy Volume 3. I really did. I liked it and I didn't like it. The drama was a lot, and y'all know how I get. So that was a little frustrating, but in general, Loverboy wasn't too bad. Obviously not so bad enough that I didn't end up buying it physically and continue them physically. And I will probably reread it again, because why not? My most anticipated, one of my most anticipated, okay? And oh shit, I almost forgot. Volume 5, Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated. I'm so excited. This is one that I want to reread just out of, like, just because I liked it so much. So in the back of all of these, there's always a magic card that kind of has something to do with the story that you're going to see. Like, someone might play that card in the actual manga. So no, do I know what any of these things mean? No. But I always tell my friend process when I get one. So, okay, I got Dark Ritual. From Void evolved Phyrexia, Great Yawgmoth, Father of Machines, saw its perfection, thus the grand evolution began. Meow. I don't play games like that, but I respect those that do, so this is like this is my 5th magic card that I own. I think I may have given one to Process, I can't remember now, but I definitely told him about the series and I recommended that he read it because I think he'd like it a lot. All right, I got Ripples in the River, Volume 1. Obviously, I had to get My Dress Up Darling, Volume 14. I don't know if Volume 15 is the last one or not. What kind of future awaits Walking Out and Mirror? My Dress Up Darling Volume coming soon. I don't even know when that releases, but my dumbass thought the 14 was the last one. Really did. I really did. You got me, bitch. But whenever the last one is, I don't know how many volumes, I don't care. I'm going to keep going strong with My Dress Up Darling. I love this series. This is another one where I understand why people drop it, but I think that it is so good. I would highly recommend My Dress Up Darling. Again, I get why people don't really like it, and I get people's criticisms. I think, though, that besides the stuff that you see that often is like, I don't want to say taken out of context, because it's not totally taken out of context. It's more just like, oh, see this, like, boobs, and everybody's in high school. But there is more to it than that. And I feel like you do have to read it to really understand where some people's love of the story comes from. It is really nice to read My Dress Up Darling because it reminds me of when I was younger. I really love Marin as a character. She is so interesting. She is so cool. She is so funny. I really love Gojo. The fact that he is slowly blossoming into the kind of person that he wants to be. We talk about his insecurities. We talk about his anxieties. We also talk about Marin's anxieties. The fact that Marin has a healthy relationship with her body. I really appreciate that. That's something that many young girls don't have. And it's really nice to see that in this. The friends that they make, the friends that they have, the costumes that they're making. I mean, everybody that they meet in this is so interesting. And I've already seen, I don't know how real it is, but I've seen the little things on Twitter where they show like Marin and Gojo being married later on in life, and they having a little daughter. Oh my god, who's a little mini, like she looks exactly like Marin, but she has the personality of Gojo, and that makes me want to cry. I just think that's so sweet. I love the story. So again, I understand why people don't like it, and you don't have to like it if you don't want to, but if you were on the fence because you just didn't know and you would give it another try, I would say keep going because it is such a good story. I've cried reading My Dress Up Darling because I love these characters so much. All right, enough gushing about that. I got volume 15 of Windbreaker. I need to read volume 14. I don't think I've read that yet. These are not new. They're just new to me. And it's the 3 volumes, because I think it's only 3 volumes, of Drac. Yeah, bitch. These are really cool covers. I really love the color scheme. I like that. And let's read the back of it so everybody knows. I'm in love with a human. Emily is an average high schooler who also happens to be a vampire. Paco is a resident school delinquent. One day, an after-school encounter leads to a surprise love confession, followed by a vicious attack. Can a devil may-care delinquent and a strong vampire with a soft side make an unlife together? A bloody, darkly comic love story about a match made in hell. I am honestly considering, because I have kind of changed some of the things that I want to read during this month. The month is almost over. Like I said, it's the 21st. I might want to read this instead of something else that I have on my roster. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I can change my mind if I want to. It's up to me if I want to do that. But if you've read that and you liked it, let me know down in the comments. Next, I got Verses Volume 4. You know what's funny? I did not realize that... so I read the first volume of this on NetGalley. I didn't realize that it was the creator of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. Ciao. I remember liking it, and now I feel like I'm going to like it even more as I continue. I got the first 3 volumes used earlier this month or late last month in Second and Charles, so excited. I got volume 4 of Stay By My Side After the Rain. I got I'm Here Beside You, volumes 1 and 2. Yep. You're darn tootin'. Well, I guess it should be more like that. I like when they do that. Some BL I was really looking forward to. I Can't Stand Being Your Childhood Friend, volume 1. Give me 2 right now. Okay? 7 C's. Hook me up. Hook me up with everything. Now, please. I'd love that. After We Gazed at the Starry Sky, volume 3. This is the final one. I got really nervous when I bought this, thinking, do I even have the first 2? I did have the first 2. See, sometimes I get it right. I got The Dashing Zaddy and His Icy Protege, volume 3. We still are enjoying this series. I've read the first 2. See, I do read things. I do. Then I got Hell is Dark with No Flowers, volume 3. Have I read the first of this one? No. Do I own them? Yes, I do. So there you have it. And then this one that I feel on the fence about, not because I don't like it, but because I get so mad at one of the female characters in this, and that is Pink Candy Kiss, volume 3, because I don't know what to expect from this. I don't know if this is going to give me the same thing that I saw with Run Away With Me Girl, but I'll read the back for y'all. After 20 years, Takara reconnects with Emma, the girl she nearly kissed in middle school, who's now a beautiful married woman. Takara wants to pour every last drop of her love into Emma, despite knowing that one day it'll all be over. Getting to know Haruo, Emma's kind husband, only leaves Takara racked with even more guilt and jealousy. Can she get closer to Emma without tearing apart her marriage? What I want is for her to not want to pursue this with Emma if Emma is with someone else. What we see at the very end of the last... Sorry, I can't stand all that sticky shit on it. What we see in the last volume, in volume 2, is her finally going to like a gay bar and meeting some other women. I want her to date someone else because she hasn't. She hasn't dated a woman. She has only dated guys, and that's not what she's attracted to. That's not who she wants to be with. Now, granted, she wants to be with Emma, but Emma is married, and I feel like if Emma, whatever the reasons are, I don't really care. Emma may be carrying on dalliances on the side. I don't know yet, but unless the dude knows and they have an agreement, don't get involved with her. Choose something else. Choose to be with someone else. Don't get involved with that because it's messy, and that's not what I want for her. So we'll see what happens, but I don't really trust the bitch, if you ask me. That's just me though. There seems to be something not sinister. I know I use that phrase a lot, but something sinister with Emma to me. I don't like her. I don't trust her. Something's not quite right. All right. Now, for the used manga I got, I got a lot of Assassination Classroom. And stuff is mixed up, isn't it? So hold on. Here we are. All right, so I got the first 3 volumes. I'm not sure how long this is, but I got the first 3 because they were all at clearance for $5 of Kageki Shoujo. Yeah. It just looked really cute, and they were all $5, so I figured, why not? That's all it takes. I also got volume 1 of Love Me, Love Me Not. I don't know that I will collect all of this, but this one was also $5. I know that it's probably on the Viz app for me to read for free, so we'll see. If I like it, then I like it. If I don't, I don't. Then I got volumes. I got the first 5 volumes of Haikyuu. So this is such a long series that I figured, you know what now, damn, yes, I could have read these. Yes, I could have read them online. Obviously, I prefer to read things physically, so these were all like $7 or $8. So I figured, you know what, they don't have every single volume at my Second and Charles, but they had the first 5. I figured I'm gonna get into this, it should be good. Then my dumbass got this used, which was exciting. I Cannot Reach You Volume 1. I already own that shit. And this is the thing that pisses me off about myself. So this is one that will be taken with me to hopefully be traded at NecoCon. We'll see. But damn, I'm tired of me. I really, truly am. I cannot stand myself. Then I got the first 8 volumes of Assassination Classroom. Now, I know that like probably it would have been less expensive to just get the box set of this, but I didn't. I got them like this. And there you have it. These are all kind of, again, between like $7 and $8. Yeah, it's not bad. And honestly, if I like it enough, I'll probably just do like a bundle sale from Crunchyroll because they tend to have that a lot. But yeah, so there is a ton of other stuff that I'm really excited for before the month is over, but we'll get into that the next haul. I don't know how many volumes this was. I'll try to remember to put the number in the video. And yeah, and then we'll see what happens. But thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.